Hello, my name is Stefan from XDM Media. This is a tutorial on the Broadcast Suite, the Player product. The Broadcast Player is one of our applications in the product suite. It's made for playing back files for video professionals and broadcasting engineers in their respective environments. The Broadcast Player can play nearly every file format and has special features for the broadcasting industry and professionals. Here at the desktop, I've already opened it, and you can see that currently there's no file being played. Now, with the Open button, the File Browse button, I can navigate to my video files. In my particular case, it's on a NAS storage. This file is one of our holiday videos that I'm using for this example. There are various controls here at the very bottom. Obviously, there's the player, and with the space button, I can start and stop that. I can reverse play. I can have a frame by frame forward and backward. I can have a fast forward, and I can jump to the very end of the video or to the very beginning. In addition to that, here on the right hand side, you will see the loop option. That makes the clip to loop and loop and loop endless. And the next option is to put it into the full screen mode. I will not do this very moment because then all the controls are gone. On the right hand side of that buttons, you will find time codes. On one hand, the option to jump to a certain time code. So I could say I want to jump to 10 seconds, for instance. Jump, I'm jumped. Or I can see the time codes as the video is playing. Time codes is a very important topic in the Broadcast Player. Here on the top you will see that we show the total duration of the video, we show a counter, and we show the time code. And right to that we show the remaining time. This is especially in productions for the possibility to down count someone who is presenting. Let's continue here on the bottom right hand side, because here we have the audio option. There are selectors for all the various playout channels. So for instance, here in my particular case, I have a mono source. In case I would have a stereo, I can select the stereo channel to play, or when I have, for instance, an MXF file format with 8 audio tracks, I can say I want to play the channels 7 and 8. And in all the cases, I will see the audio levels here on the right-hand side. On the top, in the middle, there's the output option. When enabling the output, I can send this file out as an NDI stream or as an SDI video signal in case I have an SDI card installed. I don't have that here in my case. Now let's quickly use the Monitor application to see what I'm producing this very moment. Monitor is another application out of our product suite that is especially made to monitor NDI streams or SDI streams. Yeah, here it is already opened. You can see on the very top I'm now playing the NDI source from the demo number 1, and demo number 1 is this computer that I'm using for this presentation. Okay, let's close this again. Here in the top menu we have various options. In the settings we have the possibility to enable GPU decoding, either as QuickSync or as NVIDIA decoder. I can change the aspect ratio. So for instance, I can say, show me the video as 4:3 pillar boxed video. Obviously, that's nonsense in this particular case, but possible. There is the startup behavior, where I can say, okay, please go to autoplay immediately, or play out an archive. And very important, I have the possibility of a remote control. I can say, make this player to be the master, and I can have other players to be the slave. Okay, to do that, I need to start another player application that becomes the slave. Here in the top, you can see that this player right now is already the master. To make the second one to be the slave, I simply put it into the slave mode. And I need to have it a file to play. So for a side-by-side view to compare videos, for instance, before and after a transcoding, it makes sense to have the same video, but in different versions being loaded. Here for simplicity, I'm loading the same clip 2 times. Now let me quickly stop the playback and start it, and you will see that it's now playing in sync. And we can have multiple videos to play in sync. So you can have the same video in different versions or different videos that you want to play in sync being loaded in different players. And you can have, let's say, 4 or 8 players to play from one computer. And in all that cases, you can use the output option, so you can have a second NDI stream being produced from the second clip. This one here on the right-hand side is not looping. I forgot to enable the loop option. For that reason, it stopped. So don't forget that. I've started the slave player, and you see it's not playing in sync. When I stop and start the master player, now both are playing in sync. So be careful. The master player is the leading one. The slave player is following, but only if it's operated from the master player. Then there is the tools option here in the menu, where we can start the recorder application, the multi-recorder, or the drive space calculator. These are separate applications that are explained in separate videos. I can play video in slow-mo, and we have the possibility to show a clip list. And if needed, in some cases, we have a test pattern generator. Useful again for video operations where you need something like this in your environment. In the help sections, you can make the application to stay always on top. You can reset the behavior of the application, and this is the place where you manage your licensing. Licensing was shown in a different video already. Thank you so much for watching, and please check out our application on our website x-stream-media.com.